Wait, what's this? I was completely right when it came to the situation when it comes to The Last of Us Part 2. Didn't I specifically come out here and say that all of the positive reviews are fake? Have I not been saying for years now that a lot of these game journalists, that a lot of these user scores for PlayStation games are completely fake? There is no real audience for this shit, and it's so interesting to see how suddenly, once an extremely controversial PlayStation game comes out, a game that people are actually paying attention to, how obvious it becomes that these critics, right, both professional and amateur, are completely full of shit. I think we've talked extensively about how corrupt the professional gaming industry sphere is, but we're seeing more and more that you can't really trust the user scores either. Right now, Animal Crossing 2020, New Horizons, right, it has something like a 6.0 user score, because a lot of these same people are attacking the year's most popular game in a desperate attempt to downplay the fact that the most popular game of the year is a Nintendo exclusive. They don't want people talking about that. So I'm interested in seeing just what... I haven't read the article yet, but I want to see what the evidence is for this. We might get a better understanding as to how Sony actively goes against... desperately tries to promote their games in the way that they do. I've talked about like how the sales numbers are fake before. This is something a little bit different. So before delving into the topic proper, it needs to be understood beforehand that the precise ratio of fake reviews is uncertain. This is attributed to skepticism cast towards the tool Sheila Allen utilized to derive the original figures. What is not in contention is the fact a significant portion of them are indeed fake. Yeah, I would say basically all of the progress scores are probably fake. Initially, following an analysis of 1,000 positive reviews for The Last of Us Part 2 on Metacritic, Sheila Allen determined that 47% of them were fakes. This conclusion was reached the analysis of their composition, which revealed 47% of the 1,000 analyzed with the same review posted under different accounts. And that's just the one they managed to catch. There were probably lots of fanboys doing it as well, who were probably maybe a bit less obvious. Since then, Miss Alien has had her analysis critiqued by several individuals. Of importance, YouTube bridal Ryan Keenel claimed to have double-checked her work and reached a different conclusion. What precisely was said is lost, as the original tweet was deleted, but the exact figure was called into question. Regarding The Last of Us 2 fake review data, some have made vids already based off it. Sorry. Props to Ryan Keenel for taking a moment to double-check the data before making a video about it just because it suits our personal bias, and for giving me a heads up about the faulty data. Let's see. Perhaps it isn't 47%, but we're looking at a double-digit percentage. Yeah, I would suggest it's probably higher than 47%. What makes this significant is without these fake positive reviews, the user score would be considerably lower, which is the point. The point is to like give all these positive reviews and raise the abysmally low user score rating from legitimate users. Though it is speculative, previously I've written how the HBO show deal was contingent on the success of the game. According to the director, there isn't even a script for the show, and no production beyond... While they announced it, but they announced it before they had a clear plan. That's like straight up Star Wars shit. There's no way this show is actually going to be made, and it's not going to be good if it does get made. I kind of hope it does get made because it hopefully will forever destroy the narrative that The Last of Us Part 2, The Last of Us ever had a good story, but... It is in Sony's best interest to inflate the user score. This is not surprising following the DMCA abuse. The company undertook to squelch all discussion of the game's leaks before launch. With units remaining on the shelf, Sony's decision to tank their reputation over The Last of Us 2 will likely come to haunt them going into their next generation launch. Yeah, I'm really wondering how this is going to affect the PS5 launch. I don't see anyone other than like the most dedicated casuals, the sort of people who will buy GTA 5 for the third time on PS5. Like I don't see anybody outside of that demographic buying a PS5. There's nothing to play. There really isn't. It's not a meme at this point. Like I'm not fucking with you. There are no games. Like what are you looking forward to? Like The Last of Us Part 2 Deluxe Edition, like Enhanced Edition, what do they call it? The re-release? No. You think they're going to change the story? Unbelievable. No. Yeah. So I had a quartering video up as well, but I think we went over that. I actually don't watch. Oh yes, I was just playing Super Mario World. Good taste. Before I went live, before I became aware of the situation. So yeah. Yeah, Sony is faking the user reviews. This is something I was saying from the very beginning. I knew they were going to do this. I knew they were going to try to inflate the score by any means necessary. It's interesting, isn't it, how something like Animal Crossing, which is pretty much universally beloved, can have a similar user score to The Last of Us Part 2. It's bizarre. Let me just show it to you. Real quick here. I'm not bullshitting. Let's see. Yeah, I got a 90 on Metacritic, somehow lower. Yet, look at this. Look at this. User score 5.3. Really? Really? And compare that to The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, a higher Metacritic score and a higher user score. What the fuck? Seriously, like, I am not kidding you. Like, the entire industry is out trying to get Nintendo. This is just pure ridiculous. This is just ridiculous.